right, let's do this. This is the WrestleFan Wrestling Show. I'm the big beefy boy, Shad's Beef. And today I'm joined by my fellow old buck in Morro. Today we're going to talk about WrestleMania. The day the business died. How are you?
Tired.
I'm tired, man. You Americans don't know how lucky you have it. We had that little bit of bliss when stuff was on at a nice time, like Raw and SmackDown. It's like, oh, this is a bit tasty. Yeah. But no, never again. Never again am I staying up for 2 nights of wrestling.
It was a bank holiday, so I said I'd do it. And as you know, I hadn't intended on doing it last night, and then I just kind of stayed watching.
Oh yeah, I was like, Morro, do you want to come around to my house and watch WrestleMania? Oh no, I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to watch it tomorrow, and plus I have to go to my brother-in-law's parents' house for dinner.
Easter dinner.
I was like, you motherfucker.
Good dinner.
Your brother-in-law's parents' house. Is that how much you didn't like me?
Shout out Catherine and Benny for the Easter dinner.
Oh, fucking. I'm going now.
I'll do this review myself. Yeah. WrestleMania 41, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Fuck up, right? I'm back. We're talking about
sold out crowds, 62,000. Do you know what's funny? What? They announced night one as a sellout, 60,000, and then night two was a sellout, more bigger number.
They open up more space, man.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Go on.
We do a review show. I don't know how we structure this in terms of do we start at the back or whatever.
Start at the back.
I'm going to start with the responses from people. Yeah. I put up thoughts on WrestleMania 41 main event. Diane's paper company, my partner, because she knows how disappointed I am, she just went, boo John Cena. She doesn't understand why I hate John Cena.
But she knows.
We have Colum Nelligan saying, night one bad, undercard great, main event, night two was the exact opposite.
Okay,
so the undercard was bad, but the main event was good.
I didn't even think the night two undercard was that good, which we'll get to.
We'll get to. Red Hot Chili's 19 says, main event under-delivered because of Travis Scott trying to play a wrestler.
That's not the only reason.
You can't argue with a lot of that.
That's the only reason.
All right, and more thoughts then coming. Lots of big responses. Aaron the Butcher said, it was so made it kill the Pope.
Yeah, he's right.
Is the Pope dead?
The Pope died this morning, yeah.
Because of WrestleMania?
Middle of the night. Oh, well, I don't know if it's because of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Morro, you need to stop replying to our own fan page, like our own page. You just said dog to the shit.
Dog to the shit, yeah.
Oshie McCarthy said, a not so extravagant extravaganza, but ultimately John Cena mission accomplished. What was the mission? What was the mission?
Ruin wrestling.
Ruin wrestling. That is his mission, right?
Yeah, he did it.
Son of a bitch. You did it to me before. Right.
The main event has a 3.41 on cage match.
It was disgraceful, and we'll get to it. Night one, saved by the main event. This is from Oisin Riley. Night two, saved by the main event. Ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, ush. Nearly had a falling out. You're nearly getting blocked. Dave Kerwin.
One of our biggest contributors.
Dave Kerwin, who's already beaten 2 WrestleFan Wrestling Show guys in the ring. You know, Davey?
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good, he says. I thought it would have been more of a spectacle, but not a bad showing.
It wasn't a spectacle at all. We'll get into that.
Do you think they're probably spectacle?
He's right and wrong. It wasn't good at all.
Burnsy, Gunter v. Uso was the drizzling shits. Gunter deserved better. Overall, a 6 out of 10.
I have a lot to say about the Gunter J match, actually.
Main event saved night one. Night two was a 10 out of 10. That's from Let's Talk RCW.
No, it wasn't anywhere close to a 10 out of 10.
No. What are you doing? You're the reason why that happened. Because subpar stuff entertains you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm only
No. Like at best case, night two.
Oh man, I was getting into the $5 or the not $5, the
5 marks.
5 marks last night. I'll get to that as well. Evan Foley says multi-man matches were great. Nice to see Becky back, but fuck all interest in much else. And then Hello B said a mixed bag. I think hated that Travis Scott got involved. Loved the 2 triple threat matches.
Yes,
2 is better than 1.
Night 2 was better than night 1?
Yeah.
Not hard.
Okay, so then I got into with Will from the 5 marks. He had a post up going, if Cody wins, re-riot. And I just said, disgraceful tech. Yeah. I
know you hate Cody. You hate Cena. You love Cody. I hate Cena.
Yeah. He goes, I have to live my childhood. Cena was the last real champion. I said, Cody is an actual babyface people liked, not a tweener, an old school babyface. And John Cena ruined that with his bad promos, just like he ruined my wrestling teens. If fans start booing Cody, I'm giving up. And then Will, with a classic fun response, said, but he lifted up the great Khali. He was my hero. And I said, when John Cena was a face, he couldn't get most of the people behind him. And now he's a heel. He can't get everyone to hate him. He's just that bad. As a character, maybe John Cena the person, maybe he's different. But as a character, John Cena can't correctly do his job.
We started that main event.
Yeah, let's breeze through it.
It was absolutely dog shit crap.
It was disgraceful. It was people are saying let it play out.
No,
which is well and fine, right?
No.
I'm all for letting
the Survivor Series.
I'm all for letting it play out. I said it to you about Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. You know, the first match, they're building to a big third match. I was right, just saying. Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell was fantastic. The other two matches were crap.
But this is WrestleMania.
This is where it plays out.
You need to stick the landing. Your two main events now have the stories emanating from them, which is fine, but there should be a curiosity to go to see where it goes now. This was another Endgame. WrestleMania should be Endgame. And yeah, the Marvel Universe is going to continue afterward, but something fucking good needs to happen. The match itself.
John Cena's washed.
But what I don't understand is
clunky, and timing was terrible and lifeless.
The
crowd wanted to get into it.
The clear calling in the ring.
Well, sure, look, that's
the lack of locking in on an STF. It takes you out of it.
I was out of it already.
And then it was 4 or 5 AAs, Super AA. They're like, oh, we're going to make Cody seem invincible. No, it's not. It's because there's nothing else in the repertoire there.
It was terrible.
It was so bad, and then the fans made it worse.
Itself was bad.
You look at Hogan and Rock, and the response there was completely different than what was last night. Now, maybe this was a problem with the actual, because we talked about the mic.
Well, I don't know if it's the mic or what.
The mic of the crowd.
I don't know. It just, from the opening of night one, the crowd seemed subdued nearly all the time.
I know night one was meant to be quite subdued in comparison to night two.
Yeah, night two got some better pops and stuff. There was no energy at all.
I felt...
Paid $5,000 for tickets, and
I felt as a fan who already fucking pays for Netflix before WWE, but I felt they'd done the worst sin possible, and that was waste my time.
It was an absolute time waste, both nights.
It was such a time waste. If for any Americans that are watching, we're up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning watching it, and that wasted my time.
Total waste time.
I could have skipped through it.
You could so much filler.
Travis Scott skipped through that whole entrance. That took about 27 minutes.
So long. And the two lads.
Who is he? The Iron Sheik.
Cena's just there looking at him, and Cody's
smiling,
just not moving. Cena just win the match, and then Cena picks up Cody to get punched by Travis Scott. Was Cena just going to allow himself to get DQ'd?
It does.
The ref's just standing right there,
and I don't even care that The Rock didn't show up. Whatever. Well, you can add that and say, oh, the intrigue of the story. Whatever. But the actual match structure is bad. You nuked your biggest babyface. Original, traditional babyface. Not a tweener. Not someone like John Cena who's your babyface that people hate. This universally loved babyface. You nuked him for a nostalgia. This is what we thought we got away from. This is the Vince McMahon shit, bringing back nostalgia. And John Cena hasn't changed. It was started off so hot from Elimination Chamber. This was someone that we've seen completely different. Then he came with his hokey acting, because he does acting classes now. He is so unconvincing. It's not been committed to because there's merch to sell, which goes into the commercialism of this whole fucking event anyway.
Which was a major problem.
It was disgusting. I felt like I was watching an advertisement. And that's what John Cena is. It's an ad for his fucking merch. He's a billboard for his tops. That's what it is. And all these people going, oh, I want him to win 17. I want him to win 17. Why? Do you feel like that was a good story? Do you feel like the build to that was good?
The greatest heel turn of all time lasted
he didn't commit to it. And by being a heel... because he doesn't commit and saying the same rhetoric that he said to Austin Theory and Roman Reigns, I'm here to save this and I'm here because you don't step up. He didn't commit to the bit. And then the heel it became cool to chant the heel, cheer for the heel, because it's John fucking Cena and all you little, what are they called? We'd be the boomers, would we? In this situation.
We're not boomers.
all you little dickheads.
Yeah, dickheads.
All you little dickheads who wanted John Cena to win started going against the best original natural babyface the company has. You've ruined it. And that's what he was meant to do. They'll go, oh, he was meant to ruin wrestling. I don't want to watch this anymore. I don't want to do review shows anymore.
It's the first thing you said this morning. I don't want to do review shows anymore.
Because review shows make me have to watch shit that I don't watch, which is making me fall out of love with wrestling. I've done this with soccer. I started up a soccer podcast and fell out of love with soccer. And it was doing really well. Started up a Football Manager podcast. Stop playing Football Manager.
You can't fall out of love with Football Manager. That's
I don't play it anymore. Why? Because it became a fucking chore to play. It wasn't fun, and wrestling isn't fun anymore. Oh, because you're criticising it all. It's not bullshit. Because it sucks. You're spending so much time investing in it, so much energy in it. It sucks. And then Triple H coming out going, oh, well, don't be... And dickheads go, don't be a critic, be a fan. If it's art and you actually appreciate it, you can have an opinion on it.
Yes.
I will say I had a lot more fun in the WhatsApp group taking the piss out of WrestleMania than I did watching the fucking thing.
That was the most fun I had, yeah. Here's my text, right? The match itself was crap. Obviously, the ending, the finish of the match was completely nonsensical, trash. One of the worst finishes to WrestleMania I've ever seen. Whatever. Cena, there's ways you could have got to Cena as a champion. I know Shane doesn't want it. I think it's logical that Cena did win. It's probably the right choice in some ways. However,
the right choice is not to even have Cena involved.
That is the right choice, yes. But once the choice was made that they were going with this, Cena had to win it, especially after turning him heel. Like, Cena had to win. However, the biggest sin that was committed is they nuked their baby face. I'm saying it here now, and you disagreed with me last night. Cody Rhodes will never, ever be the same again as he was last year.
I think they can get him back to a certain point. Whatever,
not all the way back.
Yeah, but obviously that's because
we saw this with Stone Cold.
That's because of his story. He needs to build his story, and obviously Cody is eventually going to fucking turn heel. But
there's something like you can't undo him looking like an idiot in the main event. You can't undo that. There's going to be a certain portion of fan who won't connect with him the same ever again. This happened. If it can happen with Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin, it can happen to anyone.
It feels like, I think smart fans, once they get over the fact and their little nostalgia on with John Cena, they'll be like, yeah, that kind of, like, once all that dies, it goes, that sucks. And Cody got
I'm not saying that Cody's dead. He's not dead. He's still going to be the top face. It's just not going to be as big as he was last year. He's not going to do the same merch sales. He's not going to do the same numbers on TV. He's not going to do the same numbers at house shows. All that part is finished now. And they fucked it last night with that. That whole shit with him not using the belt and taking the dick shot and losing like that.
Which is
looking like a fucking idiot.
Which is the same as like the AJ Styles Logan Paul match.
Yeah.
Right beforehand. Going, oh, you want to... Which is the same shit that they ran back with Cody and... Or with John Cena and Bray Wyatt, like 11 years earlier, which is the same thing that I used in my Book and Bo Dallas to WrestleMania thing, which I'm telling you, that's better than what they did.
It is, yeah.
All they did was promo battle all the way to it, and like, oh, we're taking, you're paler than Sting at Starrcade 97, and you're saying that you're not trying to cater to smart fans by saying stuff like that? Because only smart fans will understand that reference, that Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff were pissed off with Sting at Starrcade and didn't want to put him over because of the way he looked. Like, only people like us get that. But
people
then
who are in the weeds.
But then you criticise those kind of people for having an opinion on it.
Mm. Yeah, I know. Don't be a critic, be a fan. Fuck off, Triple H.
Yeah.
Just because your booking is dog shit and you're finally being exposed. And I fucking told you all along, the man can't book. He can't climax a story. All he can do is leave things hanging out there. He inherited any good stories he had from Vince, who wasn't even a good fucking storyteller. Any of the good shit there has come from Paul Heyman anyway. Triple H don't know what the fuck he's doing. And now he's on a press run all week saying, don't be a critic, be a fan. Don't criticize my... Shut the fuck up. He's the most sensitive man I've ever seen in a position of power.
Consume product.
Consume my product.
Consume product and then consume more product.
That's all he wants.
Yeah, watch this product to consume more
The
product.
man can't book, like. He hasn't been able to book since about 2017.
I remember saying on this going, I trust in the process of WWE.
I don't. I
remember saying this a few months ago, doing a review show, having this argument. I've been proven wrong, like. That... like even if people want to say, oh well, The Rock interfered or whatever, there needs to be some type of creative force that is just like, that's what the fuck are we doing?
So crap.
This is terrible. This was after 8 hours of wrestling.
Like,
this is your crescendo. This is your big fucking send off moment.
Like, I'm finding it hard to like.
Do you think if you swap night 1 and night 2 or main event around, it would have been better?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the night 1 main event didn't really have any stakes. It was a Paul Heyman on a pole match. The winner gets Paul Heyman for what? Like, I don't like. Who cares? Like,
do you think? Yeah.
Like, it was a good match. Like, it was like a really good match.
It was another finisher spam.
It was a finisher spam. It's a Paul Heyman style match. Like, he's been doing that with Brock for years, and it's exciting. Like, that was an exciting match.
The other triple
long.
The other triple threat was fun.
I actually think now in hindsight, the other triple threat was better.
Yeah.
When was the last time WWE did a really good singles match without a stipulation?
I think that was the problem, though, that there was no stipulations here in a lot of the matches. I think it helped.
Well, there was stipulations in nearly every match because they were multi-man.
No, but what I mean is, like, there was no
ladder match.
There was no Money in the Bank. Remember, like, back in the day, there'd be a Money in the Bank match, or
variety.
You might even get an old fucking Hell in a Cell or whatever. There was none of that. It wasn't a spectacle. So you can imagine, right? It was like it's so.
Are we done with the main event?
I'm done with wrestling. That sucked.
It was crap. Okay, let's get onto the issues writ large.
Like, I don't even know if we can go through match by match by match.
We can't.
Because I think match by match by match we'd be here longer than actual WrestleMania.
Like, okay, night 1, the whole thing until the main event.
We can't go through certain matches.
Felt like a pre-show.
Like,
it was Sunday Night Heat.
Do you want to do the overall problems, and then we can go match?
Yeah, like, so here's my first overall problem. The whole of night 1 felt like a pre-show.
See, like this, my issue with this is that while it's great to see more people on the cards, because we have complained about this before.
Yeah, but build the stories to get them there.
The stories are so bad. Yeah. Like, I can understand Rey Fenix and Grande Americano, which I think is such a stupid gimmick anyway. El Grande Americano. Just let Chad Gable be Chad Gable. He's done Shorty G before.
And don't beat your brand new luchador with a fake luchador gimmick in his first night in the company.
Yeah, like, even, like, I was just thinking, going, right, don't really know what Wrestling Mania is. I watched it years ago when it was cool with Stone Cold and all that. But it's on Netflix. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch this. I know the name, but I don't really know anybody in it. And then El Grande Americana comes in and puts a steel thing in his head and headbutts a guy. You're like, oh, it's still as stupid and silly as I remember.
That was so crap.
Yeah, this is childish stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah, and like Rey Fenix hit his foot, kicking him in the head.
Like, but I don't mind that storytelling aspect
that
of
would
stuff.
Still,
like, I mean, in the actual,
that would still hurt Gable more than it would hurt Phoenix.
Yeah, but in the actual story, I think it made sense. But the
but
story
it makes
of
Phoenix look like an idiot.
El Grande Americano sucks in general.
Oh, it's a terrible gimmick.
Like, just let Chad Gable be Chad Gable. The man's a machine.
He's unbelievable.
Let him go out and have a fucking proper WrestleMania moment. Let him have a Savage Steamboat.
Right, that match was about 8 minutes long, right?
Like, the man can do a 450 moonsault.
If you just said to them, no agent, no Triple H,
no El Grande Americano,
you just had Rey Fenix and Chad Gable.
Chad Gable has to prove himself to the luchadors.
And you said, go out there and do a 10-minute match, Chad Gable goes over. And that's the only instruction you give those two guys. You would have had an infinitely better match than what they were given.
Yeah.
Infinitely.
Yeah.
You would.
No.
Like, here's my thing. WWE are everything that they claim they're not. The only good matches they do are multi-man spot fests and plunder matches. They don't do good singles matches. They actually don't do good fucking shit. They rely on.
That's because their single matches always lead to a stipulation match. So therefore, it doesn't go balls to the wall in like the first or the second match. It's always the big payoff
if you're
match.
a really great wrestler, you can still make your lead-up match be a great match.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt. But I'm saying this thought process of going, we're not going to give it all tonight because we're building up to something.
Yeah, but you can hold back on spots. Like, Jesus Christ, I hate to compare it to other stuff, but like, I watch other companies and they have a singles match that's clearly leading to something else. And it's still a great match.
Yeah, well, I have problems with the other companies.
I'm
that's
not
what I'm saying.
Talking about, I'm talking about every other company.
I find myself watching more and more kind of old wrestling because it's just clever. You know what I mean?
There's one thing I think about that as well, though, because
it's still corny and hokey, but
I go back and watch all wrestling too, but I never go back and watch a full show.
I would.
I watch like the bits and pieces from a show of the people I like.
No, I'd still watch full shows.
Like, you sit down and watch 2 hour fucking...
I'd watch Wrestle Challenge 1985. I'd watch like Starrcade 94. Just sit down and watch it. I really like pre-Nitro WCW stuff.
Yeah, well, until Hogan got there.
I know, yeah, and I know there's a lot of hokey stuff in it as well. And maybe that's tied up in nostalgia.
Possibly.
But, you know, I'm not fucking asking for Ric Flair to come out of retirement and win a 17th title. John Cena, dickheads.
He should.
He ruined my childhood. Now he's ruining my midlife.
If I'm Tony Khan now, I hire Ric Flair and have him win 4 more world titles.
Yeah.
Keep forcing a WWE.
But fucking John Cena against Joe Hendry. There you go. There's the 17th world title. Help elevate TNA.
Let's get to that too.
No. There was no spectacle in this whole thing.
There was no spectacle.
Like, we talk
the
about...
entrances were crap.
The entrances sucked, right? LA Knight coming out in a fucking car. Charlotte came out in a car. You're like...
Tiffany came out in a Barbie box.
And there was like AI involved and all that. And you're just like, fuck off!
It's so crap.
The stage was massive, right? The stage looked cool, but the arena in itself looked so bright. I was like, you know what I was thinking watching the whole... 2 things. I was thinking, all right, this is the meme era.
Total meme wrestling.
We're in the meme era. Yeah. We're in the like clips.
Joe Hendry got on the card, for God's sake.
We're in the clips where like Yeet is a meme. Fucking Joe Hendry is a meme. We're looking for little like Travis Scott in itself
is a meme.
Taking a 5-minute entrance and posing with John Cena. That's just for social media. Mm-hmm. That's just so it can attract Travis Scott fans in a little 1-minute clip and go, this is what happened, without the broader context and narrative. Actually, dare I say, fuck the broader context and narrative. Mm-hmm. I show speed being thrown into stuff. This is the meme era. This is for the people who play Ultimate Team in FIFA, right? FIFA bypassed me years ago.
Same.
It's EAFC, whatever. It's bypassed me years ago. And I realised last night, I was like, maybe wrestling has bypassed me too. As a 35-year-old man, I am watching this nonsense. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I watching this?
I had that conversation with myself several times last night. I still like AEW. Like I said, watch 2 hours of Dynamite, 2 hours.
I'm like Goldilocks, you know. This one's too hot. This one's too cold. I need one that's just right, but I don't think I'm going to get it. And that's on me for continually tricking myself to watch it.
And I watched the 2 hours Dynamite and the 2 hours Collision this week, and I really, really enjoyed both of those shows. And then I said it's the middle of night one, and sometime in the middle of night one we were texting back and forth. I was like, I just really don't think WWE is for me. Like, I don't like this. Like, I'm watching this because we're coming down here to review it.
That's what I'm saying. We should stop doing reviews.
Yeah, I like.
We should do old school reviews.
I'm up for that, definitely.
That'll. I know OSW, the old school wrestling reviews,
deadly.
Like, but like, I don't enjoy new wrestling anymore.
I'll continue to review AEW stuff because I'll watch that. Yeah, I enjoy watching that.
I feel this is the thing.
WWE is just corporate slop now.
Yeah, you know I'm a busy person, right?
Yeah, you're a busy man.
I'm a very busy man. I'm sure you're a very busy man too. You're a business owner. You're a busy man.
A busy man.
When my time feels wasted, which it is now watching wrestling,
I've shifted into that,
and it's not because like I didn't like the outcome of something. It's not, as long as it makes sense.
No, I actually thought most of the outcomes were the right outcomes.
I did not like the fact that John Cena won the Elimination Chamber, right? Didn't like it. I was like, oh, fuck this. And then he turned heel, and I was like, all right,
okay,
cool.
Okay.
The story has grabbed me. And then throughout it, I remember after his first promo, I said it to John Martin. I said, man, that was weak as fuck. He's overacting. Mm-hmm. You know? And John was like, let it play out. and he's continually let us down, I think, in the build up to this and WrestleMania. Talk about, like, if AEW was getting... And I
If they did that
actually,
main event last night, I know,
comparing,
I didn't want
but
that.
we talked about their wet fart of a main event. That was
That's the wettest fart I've ever heard.
They followed through and stayed walking around in those fucking shitty underwear. That was disgraceful.
The wettest fart of a main event.
Would it be the worst main event? It's up there with Cena and Miz.
Yeah.
Up there with LT and Bam Bam. But like it was the worst.
In a lot of ways, it's worse than both of those.
It's up there with Randy Orton and Triple H for WrestleMania 25.
That was just boring, like.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was
wasn't
bad. It was the
killing.
worst. It was probably one of the worst live experienced WrestleMania main events I've ever had.
Yeah, like I remember I used to have a little WrestleMania party every year, and
So did I. And then everyone dwindled away.
it stopped happening after Cena Miz.
And you had a lot of commitments with your brother-in-law's parents.
I had to go to Easter dinner. Yeah.
That's probably why it happened.
Yeah, Easter
You
dinner.
don't invite to my house and you couldn't come because
Food is nice.
yeah. Jay, do you want to go to Jay and Gunter or we're
Yeah.
kind of all over the place?
It doesn't matter because none of it matters. Like,
Right.
nothing mattered. Like, that's my issue.
Just consume product. Shut your mouth and consume more product. That's what it is.
That's all it is.
Buy. And then Triple H at the end, or on his press, I've stopped watching those press conferences during the night. Did you see John Cena? I'm not going to answer that. That's a clickbait question. Meme shit. You're memeing again. Triple H at the end going, is the best house record, is the best social media impressions, is the best merch. And I was like, that's because you're charging everyone through the nose for fucking slop. Consume product. Shut your mouth. Consume more product.
Corporate slop.
Slop. And then they're even using AI and stuff now. You corporate shit.
Well, I think there's a high percent chance that actually ChatGPT is doing Triple H's booking for him. But seriously, like,
Or it's like Family Guy with the walruses.
yeah. Like, I think there's a chance that some AI booking has gone on
Threw
here.
30 balls into water and got the walruses to pick who's getting eliminated. It was like our fucking Royal Rumble. It was like our Royal Rumble. It was like John Cena and Jey Uso at the end. Fuck it. Yeah, one of them.
Fucking we're good with it.
Oh, my jeekers.
Here's the Jay thing, right? We found out what we already knew. He's not over and he can't wrestle.
Why isn't he over?
Because there's the bell rings, he can't wrestle. Also, his entrance was kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, people felt very... I found once he won and like the crowd weren't yeeting as much.
There wasn't as much eat as I thought.
Maybe that's just me.
You're right. I was like, was there a realization between Rumble and Mania that, fuck, we've yeeted this guy into this position? And
Yeah.
I think there was.
It would be like Road Dogg
Yeah.
winning the title instead of Austin at WrestleMania 14.
Yeah.
He'd beaten Shawn Michaels. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. It would be Road Dogg after that, WrestleMania 15. Yeah.
Beating The Rock.
Yeah. Like that's what it is.
And like,
And The Rock happened to Road Dogg.
but Jey Uso had like no energy. There was no fire. There was no getting the crowd on board with him.
Yeah, but
How did he start the match? He started with a lockup. The man nearly murdered your brother a week and a half ago.
Yeah, you could tell. Oh, and I didn't feel it was violent enough because they were like, "Oh, I'm going to make you bleed" or whatever and all that. And he's like,
They did a blood.
He's laughing when Gunter hits him, and
They did a family member murder in the build,
murdered your brother.
and the first thing was a lockup.
What? Like Sammy could have come down and helped.
Whatever, like.
Where's Ludwig Kaiser?
Whatever, like.
You could have done something there.
You got Gunter, and this is what you do.
And people are like, well, Gunter tapped to Ilya Dragunov before.
After 47 minutes of them beating the living fucking
maybe it's
shit
just
out of each other.
kryptonite, like.
Shut up. They bet the shit out of each other for 47 minutes.
And then, like, his press conference promo afterwards is just like it memes.
That was just, I thought, like, honestly, I thought he was having a stroke. I did, like, I was like, is this man having a stroke?
This is worse than David Arquette.
It actually is worse than David Arquette. Actually, now that you say it, WrestleMania 41, people talk about WCW 2000 a lot. That was the most WCW 2000 pay-per-view since WCW 2000. It was so WCW nonsense, Vince Russo crap.
There were some good matches. Like I genuinely was looking forward to the tag match between the Viking Raiders and New Day. Ivar did cool.
That was so crap as well.
It wasn't that was crap. It had
was there
no heat.
Was there anything more main event than that match? I'm not talking about we're in the main event. I'm talking about the TV show they put on called Main Event that nobody watches.
Yeah,
it was the most main event match I've ever seen.
I like Ivar.
Also, what I thought was funny, and we skipped this, the first thing we saw in Jay's entrance was main event written on the back of his jacket, walking out to do the opener. I was just like, okay. Can we get to this point as well, actually? Who opened the show? Wasn't it Jey Uso?
Oh, yeah. For the first time we see him that night.
It was Triple H.
It's one of his entrances.
He's
like, oh shit, can't use the game, using that later.
So I'll use the other one.
Oh, like he fucking bugged me now in the build up today. I was like all on the Papa H thing, but like between the meat,
I feel so vindicated right now.
He's all over YouTube, and I know it's my algorithm, right? I get that, but he's doing all these different media interviews.
He's in media.
He's getting clipped, all the shorts. Then he does
an hour and 3 minutes,
a Hall of Fame speech, and you're like,
hour.
And you're just like, man, you're running this place.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to be in the I hate the attention.
Time to suck the game.
Oh my god. Get off me screen, like.
Comes out, welcome to WrestleMania. It's like, no, just
start with Jey Uso.
Just start with Adam Pearce if you want to do that.
Or whatever.
Nick Aldis if you want to do that. You know, you're on-air authority figures.
Yeah, you're on-screen authority figures.
Yeah, like don't you come out. And you're going to come out later and you're going to like make Stone Cold and Bret Hart look like chumps. And then Bret Hart's going to make you look like a chump.
Just the most perfectly timed eye roll.
The most genuine moment in all of that WrestleMania.
It was the only thing that wasn't.
It was the only thing that felt
scripted.
Real. Bret Hart still making wrestling feel real.
Do you know what is the beauty of it as well is Bret has gotten over his beef with Shawn, right? And Shawn is the one front and center part of the screw job. Bret has still not forgiven Triple H.
I hate the way Bret still has that bitterness in his heart.
No, fuck him. You're dead right, by.
No, I hate that he still has that bitterness, but like, it was the most genuine. It was the only time where I felt like
this is real.
This isn't like being polished.
Yeah.
I made the comparison to WWE being Vought International from the boys.
Yeah.
And we're the boys. And I'm fucking Butcher. And you can be Frenchie.
And we're
down to take down the Soups or Stars.
Soups or Stars of
that's what we're down. That turned me into a commentary terrorist.
Yeah, a revolutionary.
Yeah. Shane Guevara.
I'd be Fidel Mastro.
You're mad into your socialism.
I am a big communist. Yeah, I actually love Fidel Castro. If I had a son, I would want to call him Fidel. Now that Fidel might Morrissey. Be hard to wash with, like, a non-Hispanic wife.
Well, Fidelma is if you could have a lady called Fidelma.
Fidelma Morrissey. Fidel Morrissey. I love Fidel Morrissey. I'd be teaching him the Karl Marx from the age of 2.
Let's get back to the wrestling. Let's get back to capitalism, man.
Yeah,
because we're in a capitalistic society.
And we have to partake.
It was just fucking so egregious.
What was the second one? Oh, yeah, the crap tag match.
Like
Sunday Night Heat's main event.
The ring. the ring looked... Like, I remember looking at the ring and going, right, that's covered in sponsors. Mm-hmm. Then you look at the LED boards, it's covered in sponsors. Then you see a big Prime bottle.
Every entrance has its own sponsor.
Yeah. Sponsored by...
What was going on? That was so weird.
There's Dude Wipes, apparently.
Oh, is it? Not allowed on Netflix.
Yeah, then they're like, oh, everybody, look, it's Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap in the crowd. Quantum Leap is back on Netflix, streaming the 2nd of May. Beam me up, Ziggy.
Also, the list of celebrities was all-time crap.
Vanessa Hudgens for the 18th time this year.
Look good.
Yeah, but like...
she looked good.
Yeah, but for the 18th time this year.
Yeah, I don't need to see
There's Dean Norris. Remember Breaking Bad? Or the other thing he's in? That's streaming now on Netflix?
Yeah. Here,
and it's all done to the background noise of Fein. Fein can fuck off!
It was incessant.
I thought that was the Raw theme song.
It was
I
incessant.
thought The Weeknd was meant to be on this.
I don't fucking know. It was incessant.
It's disgraceful. Fein. I'm getting nightmares of that.
Oh, like horrific.
Travis Scott just showing up and he's just going to fucking work punch me in the face and I'm going to have a black eye. Just going, Fein. Motherfucker.
What was the third
he
match?
He ruined WrestleMania. El Grande Americano against Rey Fenix.
We covered that. That was crap. What was the fourth match of
what do you think of El Vicino, fucking El Hijo del Vicino and
Triple A coming in? Well, look, I could probably do a separate podcast on this.
Yeah, maybe we will on the next one.
I love El Vikingo. El Hijo del Vikingo. He's a fantastic talent. He hasn't been great the last year or two by injury. He's been suffering seemingly like one injury after another.
He should be doing 630s, springboard 630s through tables.
Yeah, that would help. It might have
I took a spear the other day and I'm like, ow, my ribs.
Imagine a 630 springboard through a table. And Triple A is like the worst promotion on earth.
Yeah, well, JBL likes it. Says it's amazing. Says Alberto Del Patron is just a superstar.
Yeah, it's the worst promotion on earth. Like, I watched the Triple Mania last year. I said, I'm going to give this thing a go. I was like, this is the worst wrestling I've ever seen.
WWE own it now.
The dude they're talking about turning it into NXT Mexico. So, yeah.
No, they're still going to keep it AAA, are they? For now.
There's some internal rumblings.
Oh, Naomi and Jade.
Oh, yeah. Better than it had any right to be. Still felt like a TV match.
It felt like... Okay, this is the rehearsed part that we have to now get to the next rehearsed part. And now we have to get to the next rehearsed part. Jade looked lost at times, but people enjoyed it. It was a car crash thing.
Honestly, it was probably the best match up to this point in some ways.
Yeah, well, what? I just felt like, right, we have this cool spot, and now we have this cool spot. And you know what? They were cool spots.
They were cool spots,
like
yeah.
That thing powerbomb looked like it fucked Naomi up. That looked shit. Like
some good spots, but that's what happened.
The suplex.
Could I have a good wrestling match if you sent me to a warehouse for a week to practice it in advance?
I'd say you'd have a great wrestling match
if I had a week to practice in a warehouse.
I wouldn't even be a week, man. That'd take a few. Like that probably took a few weeks, and she still forgot her place. I'm thinking sometimes.
I think I could do it.
But people enjoyed it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Up to this point, I actually think it was probably the best match on the card. Like,
yeah.
What was next?
So then it was Rey Fenix and El Grande Americano.
Yeah, that was crap.
It's Rey Fenix against
Rey Fenix against Chad Gable.
How some people order their coffee.
Yeah, but it's Rey Fenix against Chad Gable, and that's the match we got. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that tells you everything you need to know about the priorities of this company.
Why?
The wrestling doesn't matter.
Well, I've been told that numerous times. The wrestling doesn't matter. People just want to be entertained.
I don't care.
But that wasn't entertaining.
It wasn't entertaining.
It wasn't as entertaining as it could be, and it was WrestleMania, so it should have been fucking awesome.
I'm like that logic is ridiculous. I'm watching a wrestling show to be entertained by the wrestling. Therefore, the fucking wrestling does matter.
Wrestling is just the dressing.
But sure, I would just watch something else then.
Wrestling is just the dressing for advertising. Same as soccer nowadays. Everything I love is ruined.
Where's my smoke stick?
Marvel sucks.
Seriously, what did I do with this? I need smoke.
Wrestling sucks. Man United fucking suck.
Oh, Man United are so crap.
Oh,
this is painful.
I have no enjoyment.
People going to watch this episode of us just like...
been old farts going...
What was next? What was after that fucking shit?
Tiffy and Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that was crap too. Like it was, like, wasn't it? It was crap, like. And I was excited for that match because I wanted like a shit show. You know what I mean?
That was crap too.
And then we had.
It wasn't like crap. I like the way Charlotte sold her knee. I think there were some cool things there, some nice story beats there.
I really liked the way they coordinated their gear as well.
And the way they coordinated some of their spots to make it look like it was messy.
I like the way that
Tiffy won.
I like the way I couldn't tell who was who at certain times.
Oh, fucking Jacob and LNI.
Oh, yeah. Fine.
The BFT or the BLT.
It was fine. That was fine.
First drama from the moonsault.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Like, that was a fine match.
Big E said before, going, that should have been Solo Sikoa's place, but Jacob Fatu is just undeniable.
He's 100 times better than Solo Sikoa.
He is. And like, they're fuck Solo.
Yeah.
In terms of like, shit, we brought in Jacob Fatu and he's amazing.
Yeah. But that's a lesson for Solo.
I think that would have been great as a cage match, right? Here's my ending.
Yeah, but they should have had a. They had to build a story that it needed to be a cage match because.
Well, yeah, but they could have. That's what I'm saying.
Jacob's cousins keep beating up LA Knight.
But they didn't because it was an afterthought because they were just like, oh, we'll throw Jacob with Braun in a last man standing match, right? He's number one contender.
Yeah.
Right? But they could have built that up going, Jacob is going to be your challenger. LA Knight's shitting himself. And to fucking Solo and Tamatonga, they all get involved.
Tongaloa, the Hikalelus.
The Hikalelu and the rest of the boys all get involved. And LA Knight is been given a cage match.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And he's about to escape.
Cool.
And Jacob Fatu just fucking does a big dive out the side of the cage, breaks the cage and wins himself.
Cool. Way better.
Well, there's a spectacle for you.
Yeah,
there's a WrestleMania moment. WrestleMania moment for you. Trips, take it down. I know you're watching,
Spectacle.
babes.
Have you heard of a thing called spectacle?
There was no spectacle.
There's no spectacle.
It didn't feel like WrestleMania.
No. Like I said, the whole of night one until the main event felt like an undercard. Or felt like pre-show.
Are we LA Knight and Jake Fatu, that was the best match that up until the main event.
Until the main event, yeah. The main event is really, really good.
Charlotte and Tiffany, though, is there nothing else to be said about that?
The build was hilarious. I loved every minute of it.
Think that's manufactured or real?
I think a lot of it is real.
To credit WWE, they are kind of sometimes maybe letting real stuff
bleed in, yeah, but I don't really care about
like,
work shoot
I
things
do
anyway.
find myself thinking, going, did Drew McIntyre and CM Punk not actually like each other? Does Seth Rollins and CM Punk not like each other? I'd be interested to find out, wanting to ruin the illusion on myself. But like, I think that's good. That's good storytelling.
Yeah, it's fine.
And the same, it was...
But I still know they're working together.
Yeah, but like, what they should have done, I think, Charlotte and Tiffany, is instead of having like...
Box the heads off each other.
Instead of like, we're professionals, we don't like each other, but we're professionals and we're going to have a wrestling match. No.
Box the head off
Box the heads off each other.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. A bit of violence.
Yeah, box the head off each other.
There
was no violence on this either
blood.
night.
There's no blood.
violence. Yeah, I like blood.
It's just a fucking mania. There's
I
no
like
blood.
Why didn't Cody juice?
Why didn't Cody juice? Hey, Cody, why didn't you juice, bud?
Like, Cody loves juicing. Like.
Cody, you love juicing.
Juice.
Where's juice? Where's the
Get
juice?
the juice.
Get the juice.
Yeah, main event. Night one.
Yeah,
CM Punk got his moment.
It's class. Can we get to the start? Even people are going, oh, the flamethrower Seth Rollins and all that. That even looks subdued.
Yeah, it did actually.
Roman Reigns looks subdued.
Roman Reigns. I'm docking a quarter star from this match for how white his teeth were.
Oh yeah, I think that it was only made worse because CM Punk's teeth didn't look like they looked normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually think Roman Reigns was the star of this thing. I loved his like so upset face. He's like taking Ulafala and he's like he's taking it off and he's looking at Paul Heyman.
That man is auditioning for Hollywood so hard.
Like loved how upset he looked, like a little fucking boy that's just like it was brilliant.
I enjoyed that.
People are like, oh, why didn't they bring back CM Punk's This Fire Burns for his entrance? Sucks in comparison to Punk's personality.
No, like that was right.
All these fucking little John Cena marks that want 2008, 2000. That's their nostalgia. And that wrestling sucked, man.
It was crap.
TNA was where it was at then. Yeah. Why? Because that fucking Cena.
It's okay.
It's not, man.
It's okay.
It's not.
It's okay. Wrestling is dead.
Wrestling is dead. The wrestling we knew and love is dead. I feel like I'm becoming Jim Cornette without the money. And wrestling fans ruined it.
No, Triple H ruined it.
No, yeah, but wrestling fans ruin it because they just
slop ruined
they just want to accept everything, and then when you criticize, you're like, little John Cena generation cunts ruined it. Sorry for using the seat. No, fucking cunts.
Yeah, no, I woke up this morning and went on shopaew.com.
You're a mark as well. You're an AEW mark.
I like AEW. It's good stuff.
When you didn't buy any of our merch.
I didn't actually.
Don't like us, no. You can get hats and t-shirts.
I do like the hats. I'm getting a hat and a t-shirt.
Are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah. I keep saying that. I keep forgetting.
The main event in itself, though...
that was really good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was like fucking... like some
I was
great stuff
entertained.
there, yeah.
Like, there was like a logic point to me of going... If that match ended beforehand,
What? Yeah.
is Paul Heyman going to low blow Punk and Roman's
dead corpse?
It's kind of like Carlito going, why didn't he just interfere
from
straight
start,
away?
yeah. Well, as I said at the time, Carlito knows you don't have the cardio to get involved early.
Carlito knows I need my spot of being spiritual table to be perfect.
I get you, but you could apply that logic to any wrestling match that had a run in ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's illogical.
Oh yeah, look, that part of wrestling never made sense, so I'm just happy to.
Were you happy with it? Like Heyman?
I felt like the Heyman set thing was like. No, like it was just they did it because they needed a big moment, and that was the most shocking moment.
I said it into the group chat of Rollins. He started dressing like The Rock and all lately, and
you were
was like Rollins
connecting dots there. That
something's happening with Rollins. But like I've also said that about Punk. They're like dropping little Easter eggs, and Punk was like, "I'd sell my soul."
That's all they ever do is drop Easter eggs, so that no matter what direction they go in, people
and some cunt can be like, "Oh my god,
storytelling cinema."
Yeah, look at Battleground 1998.
Yeah,
Triple H put up the 2 fingers, and then back in fucking.
No, just everything.
Well, I used to like that stuff because
an Easter egg.
I used to like that stuff, and I still do because it rewards you for paying attention.
Yes, but when every single thing can be an Easter egg, then nothing is an Easter egg. Do you have any Easter eggs? Actually,
I didn't get any this
I'd
year.
want today.
I don't like it. I will say this about WrestleMania night 2. I ate way too much.
I did myself. I did.
Don't come to beefy boy for nothing. No, normally my diet's really clean, but my missus was like, "Oh, it's WrestleMania. I'm going to get my salad this."
She was very good of her.
I'm going to get my baby some burgers.
You had burgers?
I had a burger. I had a beef burger, and she got me some round tree fruit pastilles.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Yeah, she knows I like jellies, and I don't eat jellies anymore.
I had a lot of jellies last weekend, and I kind of ruined me desire for jellies this weekend.
And like,
I had a lot of beers night one.
Because I don't drink anymore. I was like, did I just like wrestling when I was drunk? Because I'd remember the cool stuff
and
I'd
forget the shit stuff. Yeah.
I was like, sober wrestling. Am I too analytical? I'm having too much fun in the group chat trying to pop ye.
Yeah.
With like little fun fucking things that I'm trying to say.
I had great fun in the group chat last night.
But also, that's another problem because we were in the group chat instead of fucking watching.
Yeah, but you can watch it.
Nah, you're not paying full attention.
Yeah, but WWE doesn't demand your full attention.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does. Like, it'd be like if you're watching a movie and then halfway through the movie, you go on your phone and then you start giving out about how shit the movie is because you're on your phone.
Yeah, but I can watch any Marvel movie and still know what's going on. WWE is Marvel.
I like Marvel. I liked Marvel.
There you go. You also liked WWE at some stage in your life.
I was drunk.
So yeah, then Rollins goes with, or Heyman goes with Rollins. Yay! Now we're just getting another rehash of Rollins as having some authority dude around him.
Bloodline or the authority or
Shield lore.
Do you think Becky will?
Who cares? Like so much of this is who cares. Like I felt like
there's so much fucking wrestling though as well. Did you watch NXT?
Fuck no.
No.
I heard the tag match was legit great though.
The triple threat was great.
WWE do great multi-man matches. So yeah, like this was really good though. This was like a well-worked match, well planned out, well thought out. Everything was good. I'm not that interested in Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman.
No, you don't like Seth Rollins, but
I just think he's a bit dull.
I'm fucking.
I think Seth Rollins is really, really good.
I'm fine with like giving that a go. I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do some good stuff.
I trust Paul Heyman as a performer.
Yeah.
I think Seth Rollins has really came into his own as the visionary character. So yeah, hopefully he changes his music. So
if you're going to be a heel, has to change music. Has to.
Fans can't sing along.
No, has to change music. Yeah. I just think an alternate timeline exists that was way better.
Oh, where CM Punk goes up against Cody and
Paul Heyman helps CM Punk. CM Punk turns into kill Cody and Punk takes title and he's your top heel.
Cool. There you go. The card is infinitely better.
Infinitely better.
That's why I was having a chat with someone.
Infinitely better.
I was having a chat with someone in the car because my life is talking about wrestling. And I was like, they just took the most uninteresting route.
Yes, that was a big part of why
They were telling me, I'm so excited for WrestleMania. I was like, oh, cool. And he goes, what about you? And I was like, no, not really. It's like, nothing really interests me. And they're like, oh, why? And I was like, just knowing that I really enjoy. And then they were like, what about John Cena? Because they would have grown up in the...
Yeah, they were young enough.
I just explained my thought process on John Cena. Like, oh yeah, I can kind of get it. I was like, he overacted. He's just, fuck him, fuck this. And I purposely, like, I've only had, 4 hours sleep the 2 nights? Because I got, like, on my body clock, I just got up early anyway.
Yeah, I woke up yesterday morning and I did a lot of beers, as I said. I woke up yesterday morning, I was just in a bad mood all day. And that's why when you were saying, John, come over and watch it, I was like, no, I'm just going to go to bed. Because, like, I'm hungover and tired, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I went for a swim. I watched Man United lose.
That ruined it. I watched some good hurling matches yesterday. That was good.
I had a nap for about an hour and a half. Then woke up and I was ready for WrestleMania night 2.
I had a little nap as well.
Yeah.
And then night 2.
I purposely stayed away from pre-show bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that.
There's no reason to watch.
No.
So it starts off then with a fucking great triple threat.
The match of WWE's match of the weekend.
How night 1 ended with a great triple threat. Night 2 began with a great triple threat.
And I think it's for you.
No finisher spams.
No
cool fucking
in hindsight, it was a better triple threat. I think.
Better wrestling triple.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, and don't get me wrong, both matches were great at the time. I think coming off the, I think because the men's triple threat the night before saved the card, you instantly felt like, oh, that was a fucking great match, and it was a really good match. But I actually think that the women's match was better. I thought that was fucking great.
Yeah, and it wasn't a finisher spam.
No.
And like they utilized everyone's character perfectly with like different reversals, different moves. It was just really well done. The finish in itself was cool with EO.
Look, it's a very WWE triple threat finish. Fine.
But they've also and I've given AEW kind of shit for this as well.
I'm gonna get to this
because they
did the same finish.
They did the same finish in the 4-way.
Yeah.
But also everyone fighting outside the ring in night 1 as well.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? Like, it all looks the same. It all looks homogenized. You didn't try anything new. You didn't try anything different, and you repeated the finish twice.
Innovative.
You repeated the same fucking distraction finish where someone looks like they're about to get a pin and then someone dives off the top.
Yeah, twice
in the same night.
Like, I thought we reviewed the
lazy booking
Bailey Ricochet Omega triple threat a few weeks ago. Thought that was infinitely more innovative.
Not Bailey. Bailey got taken out beforehand.
Oh, sorry, Michael Bailey, Speedball. Poor Bailey. Just leave. She needs to go.
That was the plan.
She needs to go.
No, I wouldn't say just leave. Like, they're making good bank, and
I know, but like,
you know, like some people. I'm not saying they like she doesn't, but like some people that it is amazing. I would imagine to be a part of WWE, whether you're consider yourself an artist or you consider yourself like, you know, this is a cool job to have, whatever. It must be amazing to be part of it. And I'm sure there's people there, and I'm sure the creative team believe that it is high art. But all I see now when I see it is a billboard.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Corporate slop.
Yeah.
And then Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest had a really good match.
And you know why it was great? Because it was different.
Yeah.
Because they did something different, and a lot of people weren't like maybe really looking forward to it.
No, it was good. I wasn't looking forward to it.
Yeah, like the finish was really good.
Yep.
With
I loved the finish.
The Claymore into because I remember going that like they're setting up their different parts.
Yeah. You get that in every plunder match.
Yeah, and then you see Priest and he takes the double tables, and I looked before that. I just looked over and seen the chair.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they going to do with that?
I actually thought that meant Drew was losing.
Yeah, I was like, how do you go from a double table spot into the chair?
Yeah, I thought that meant Drew was losing.
And then it was fucking brilliant.
That when I seen Priest take double table spot, I was like, he's crawling towards the corner. Drew's going to go over to do a move, wreck himself off the chair. Priest's going to get the pin. But no, the finish was cool, really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because it was different.
Yeah, then we go into the four-way IC title match. Really good match too. But again, they're just repeating the finish from the triple threat match 40 minutes before, half an hour before. But it was a really good match.
Can we go back to Drew and Priest?
Yeah.
Drew going over.
Yeah, right decision.
Right, it was 100% right call.
Yeah. What's next for Drew?
Yeah.
Do you think he's Jay's first title defense? That's the kind of feeling I got.
Is Drew on Raw?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know anymore. I'm also noticing this trend actually in WWE where all the heels are going, I'm right. I'm right.
They're all the righteous heel, yeah.
Yeah, they're all doing this, like, and I know Triple H goes, the best villains are the ones that think they're real. And that's fine. But, like, they don't always have to be like,
No, you can.
I'm right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you can still believe in your
You can have a pure gaslighter as well. Like,
yeah, without Kevin Owens is right, without Drew McIntyre is right. There was a few others, I can't remember. I'm right all along kind of thing. I'm like, what? Why are you doing this?
There's only one person right all along about WWE. This guy.
No, it wasn't you. Yeah, I don't know. Are we even giving enough time to matches? Are we not giving enough time to matches because we're fucking around in the WhatsApp group chat?
We're giving too much time to matches because none of them mean anything and they're all crap.
It was because we're dicking around in the WhatsApp group chat.
Yeah, but like, what are we going to break down from the match? They did all the usual WWE plunder spots.
DDT.
Yeah, but it's all the same.
What do you think of the little meme opportunity of him taking a photo?
I enjoyed that.
28,000 likes in 46 seconds?
Yeah, and John Martin called it 2 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, but like,
I enjoyed that.
how does it get 28,000 likes in 46 seconds?
WWE own and operate several bot farms.
Must be, or all the employees that they have benched.
Nick Khan said they don't bench
people, but like they clearly do.
But where's Almas?
Yeah. Where's Almas? Where's Natalia?
Bailey got a fake injury.
Yeah.
That's benching, like. She literally got benched. Hey, we're putting you on the bench for Becky. You're on the card. Actually, no, you're going to sit on the bench. Becky's going to do it.
What do you think of Kerry King? The very understated Kerry King.
Slayer, yeah. I didn't know who that guy was.
I'm going to tell my kids it was Tank Abbott.
Yeah, it looked like Tank Abbott.
Make them watch early WCW pay-per-views.
Get them to watch the first 4 UFCs as well.
Did you find Damian Priest kept really long, uncomfortable eye contact with Kerry King?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Was it like he was trying to soak in the moment and be like, I want to remember this moment for the rest of my life where the Slayer dude played me to the ring?
Yeah.
Was that it?
I'd say he was just like, he got caught looking at Kerry King. However, he wasn't thinking about Kerry King. He was thinking about his wings.
He had my big wings.
There was
a lot of wings on the show last night.
There's a lot of wings on the show. Lyra had wings.
Lyra had the wings from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, though.
The white wings. But it was just fucking... I like that match. Like, where do you...
Yeah, no. Then the four-way, I like that match too.
Finn coming out.
Finn's
I feel
getting
bad
no
for Finn.
Reaction these days. It's crazy.
Because he's constantly been pinned.
I know.
And everyone wants Dom.
And people keep telling me, oh, it's fine. You can keep... Finn can take the pins. I'm like, yes, to a point. Like, you can have heels who take loads of pins and not really suffer. But I just feel like Finn has been getting pinned, like, non-stop for, like, 5 years now. Like,
Priest absolutely murdered him.
Yeah.
And like you imagine the Judgment Day is gone. Do you think is there a babyface running Finn, or is Dom gone babyface now?
Accidentally, like everything Dom did was a heel, but the crowd babyfaced him.
Yeah, but like
the crowd turned him babyface doing heel shit.
Yeah, but like by running back down and calling the audible and running back down.
Yeah, he played into the babyface aspect.
Maybe that's what you have to do. You have to go with it.
Fuck it, Dave turned me. I'll just go with it. I don't know.
Braun Breaker looking like a beast as always.
He's deadly.
Penta I just wish Penta was in the black and white suit all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It's that colour now.
Yeah. We said this at like, what was it? Was it like the first All In Wembley when
they did he was in the red.
Yeah.
He went and changed mid-match.
Yeah, he did actually.
Like, what
happened there? I just black and white Penta. Obviously, like, Penta's not as dynamic as he was a few years ago, but he's still really good. Like,
oh man, Finn took that fucking Penta drive.
So cool.
Like the way he landed it, I was like, ooh.
And he was about 3 zero Miedos short of what I thought he'd go for.
Yeah,
he only did about 6 of them. Like,
oh.
I didn't count, but I think he only did about 6. My prediction, I had the over-under at 9.
Do you have hope for... Remember we were talking about AEW's undercard and like they're going to be the main eventers. Do you have hope for WWE when they have the likes of Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu?
Yes. Braun Breaker. Like there's a few guys in that mid-card.
But I'm starting to see that bottleneck scenario
It's there already.
John was talking about.
It's there already. I said this, yeah. It's there, like.
Especially and then you're adding people like John Cena and Travis Scott to the fold.
Part-timers. Like, look at Drew's position on the card after the year he just had. Well, I went back recently and listened to our WrestleMania prediction show from January. And we started off, it was a really good episode, actually. We started off talking about kind of who we thought the wrestler of the year was from 2024. And, like, lots of people, John picked Drew, and lots of people mentioned Drew. And, like, he just kind of gets thrown into the second match on night 2 in a thing with Damian Priest that had no buzz going into it. Like, this was his year to be in a main event or a super highly featured part of the card, and it just didn't happen because of the bottleneck. Because Roman, Seth, Punk need to be in main events, and because Cena needs to be in a main event, and like, yeah, Cody's always going to be a main event, as he should be at this stage. But like, Drew felt like the odd man out of the guys who carried the company for most of the year, and he got like a kind of meh.
No, but he made his own though. Like that's what those positions are for.
Like he had one of the best matches on the show.
What was after?
This was Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah, more meme.
I don't believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah,
he looked tiny compared to Orton.
Yeah,
it's just underwhelming.
Okay, let's get the monkey off the back here on this one. He's the TNA World Champion.
Don't give me this shit going, they buried the TNA, buried the company by beating the World Champions.
In 3 minutes, 10 seconds. I made a joke.
I don't think so.
Yes, they did.
People didn't know what some people might know what TNA is.
I know. That's not the way to highlight him. Like, come on. That's an absolute burial of him.
He is a meme, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
it was a great RKO out of nowhere where he turns to the camera and does his posture into the camera, and that's how he got bet, by being the over-enthused meme. Imagine Moose.
He's a world champion, like.
Imagine Moose and Orton. But that's on TNA for having him as his world champion.
Big time.
They had Nick Nemeth.
Yeah.
He was their champ. Could have put Jeff Hardy in there from TNA.
That would have been a better call.
People would have popped for it. Yeah. I don't mind seeing Joe Hendry necessarily, and I don't think him getting booked. I just don't really have a lot of interest in Randy Orton 20 years on.
Yeah, but this wasn't, like, to be fair, this wasn't in a match. It was more of an angle.
It was a segment.
Yeah, it was a segment.
One comes out, I want to challenge someone, say his name. Maybe the crowd fucking went ballistic. I don't know, but like it sounded quiet. And it's inside as well, which I found weird. Like a lot of people say, the sound escapes up when you're outside. Maybe is the Allegiant Stadium. There's a roof.
Yeah, there is a roof. Yeah, the roof is covered. Or the roof's closed.
But why it's so bright, like, and everything.
Oh yeah.
I was just watching it going, why do I watch this now?
Yeah, like that to me was that's really where I was like, oh God, just get to the main event already.
And we don't even get there because AJ Styles and Logan Paul have him.
That was dog shit.
I thought I remember writing into the group code, this could be a low key banger, like Shane and AJ.
Yeah, and John agreed with you, didn't he? And
then fucking, my name is JF. He appears.
But this was 18-minute match.
Slow.
So slow. AJ, there's a one of two things. Either, and I'm going to tend to lean towards the second one. Either AJ is washed now, or
he just had a fucking great match last year at Backlash.
Or, so I'm leaning towards the second one. He's on the way out and he doesn't give a shit.
Nah, that is not being a professional now. I don't think he's not a professional. It's AJ fucking Styles, man.
He looked crap
at WrestleMania.
He looked crap.
Yeah, but he was sitting against Logan Paul.
I know. It was crap.
And yeah, but the fucking the story was crap. Even the way like Karrion Kross, who's done tremendous work trying to build up that. Even
He's the only one who built the match. He wasn't even in it.
He appears.
Yeah.
He stops. My name is Jeff. Who the fuck is Jeff?
I don't know who Jeff is.
Who is Jefe?
I'm.
He stops him. He gets the brass knucks. But the way him and AJ's little standoff was produced, one camera, AJ, Cross is like, got it. AJ grabs it, looks at him, looking for a reaction. No reaction. And fucking misses the steps that he's meant to throw it off.
Yeah.
And then punches Karrion Kross and Karrion Kross is gone. Like, there was no drama in that. There was no, like we've given WWE so many fucking props before for, like, the way they carried out the CM Punk thing at the Clash of the Castle.
Yeah, the production of things
that was
like
terrible.
that. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah,
it was like, poor little Cross. Poor little Cross, and then fucking Logan Paul.
Yeah, I think Edge just didn't give a shit. He's like, fuck this, I'm putting over Logan Paul, whatever. It's like, I would have done the same. I'm like, you want me to put over Logan Paul at WrestleMania, right? My contract's up when? I'll just get through this thing. I'll just go through the motions here.
Stone Cold in there to kill someone.
That was the absolute best thing I've ever seen. He cause
but that's more meme shit.
I know, but like, come on, like, he looked so happy flying around on his quad, and then I've
crashed a quad bike before. It is scary.
I was like, he's going really fast around the ring. And I say, I think he knows what he's doing. Stone Cold. He lives on a ranch. He's always flying around on a quad. Boom, off the rail.
He didn't touch your one though.
No, but you could see like a head just like hit the deck.
No, it goes boom off the railing, and then about 2 seconds pass before like the person sits down. It's a compo claim, man. That's like
and then Nick Khan is over
Nick
there.
Khan is. I was like, you okay?
Nick is like, shit. Like, Nick Khan got there rapid too.
And then Austin was like, throw me some beers so they can't take my blood alcohol level.
Yeah.
And be like, I was drunk driving beforehand.
No, I was I had the beers after as part of the show.
You seen it. You clearly seen me had the beers.
I had 6. I had 6 beers.
Yeah.
Just fantastic, wasn't it? Like, what did she get? What did she go home with there?
I hate that
Is she
stuff.
getting ringside next year?
No, well, she had to leave, apparently. She was watching somewhere else.
No, that was a different woman online.
Who got hit by a go-kart?
No, she didn't. That one didn't get hit by. I saw that, and people were like, "Oh, this is the woman who got hit. It wasn't her."
Oh,
that woman then texted later on, said, "No, that wasn't me. I just had to leave for a different reason. I think it was just someone clout chasing, because that's all WWE is now. Clout chasing."
Even had green shirt guy come out with Wade Barrett or something at the start of the show.
Who's green shirt guy?
I don't know, some guy who goes to all the wrestling fucking events. Or like, why are you coming out and announcing an audience? At least they didn't announce the highest gate. Hopefully, they were like, and say, we have the highest gate, and Austin was like, "Oh fuck."
Surely last year's was higher.
Yeah, but fucking like, even starting the show with Stephanie McMahon and no one cares. Michael Cole, 28 WrestleManias. Yeah, you fucking suck. The commentary
Was bad. I kind of liked Wade Barrett at times. Pat McAfee's crap.
McAfee, he ruined one of Cody's woes. He just comes, I was like, what the
Yeah, you were trying to figure out, is the crowd going to turn on Cody here tonight?
Yeah, because everyone's going to do the first woe.
Yeah.
But it was the second woe I was building up for. I was like, these motherfuckers, these little 5-mark John Cena fucks are going to be like, No, you ruined it. You ruined wrestling. Oh, John Cena was meant to ruin wrestling.
Yeah, the Logan Paul AJ Styles thing was crap.
Cool to see Becky.
Yeah. The most Monday Night Raw match I've ever seen.
No, I think like but that was spectacle with Becky coming back.
Yeah, but the match itself didn't have any spectacle.
I thought Lyra had her working boots on.
Lyra was the best thing in the match.
Yeah. Lyra's class.
She's deadly. She's an exceptional worker. And she's also developing the personality side of things.
But you can see why WWE trust her.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like she can just pull off cool stuff.
She's just like, also like, she can do cool shit, but also she's so dependable.
Yeah, and she's leading the way in there as well.
Yeah. She's the best worker in that ring.
What do you think of Liv Morgan and Raquel dressed like Frankie Vendetta and Noah Walker? They were all in, some people might get that reference.
They definitely copied Frankie and Noah's gear from the night before. Night before, yeah.
OTT and Drata.
Yeah, they watched OTT Drata, saw Frankie and Noah and said, that's the aesthetic we need.
We need red leather.
Yeah, red leather. Pleather, yeah, pure pleather.
Yeah, but 2-time Lyra now, two
belt Lyra.
Becky.
Lyra 2 belts.
The champs.
Yeah.
Champ.
Hey, look, Ireland won the tag team championships at WrestleMania. That's always a good
On the
thing.
Irish.
Kai gig. On you girls in green, but not wearing green.
Oh, sure, and I was about to go, we've never had 2 Irish tag team champions, but we did, JD and Finn Balor.
Yeah, they're the second time an all-Irish pairing has held the tag team champions.
And in a year, less than a year.
Yeah, very short space time.
We seen them in OTT.
That was October?
We 3 of the Irish tag team champions we've seen in OTT since last October.
Yeah.
Lyra was there in the complex. I'd love to get Becky over some of that.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. But yeah, then we got to the main event. We already covered it. Wrestling sucks now.
Dog shit.
We're critics, and
if you don't want us to be critical, put on good shit.
but we don't have to come down to a room and complain about it. And,
I spent 8 hours of my life watching that shit. We've earned the right to complain. It costs us money and time.
It only costs us money. It costs time.
It costs Netflix money.
Yeah, but everyone already pays for Netflix, don't they?
I didn't. I only got Netflix for WWE.
Yeah.
I got rid of Netflix years ago. I got it back for WWE.
Do you want to see us doing review shows? Is this misery fun? This is probably the most miserable I've been. But that's because I didn't go to the gym before I came down. I haven't even fucking showered, man.
I showered, had to wash that off me.
I had to go fucking pick up a washing machine for my missus. I have a bad back. My ribs are sore from taking a spear. And the acoustics in here is bad. I'm just fucking depressed after.
Is this the worst episode ever of the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show? It was just miserable from the start because everything was crap.
Because anytime we try to make it positive...
WWE.
Well, no, but we've ruined it on ourselves because we're just so disheartened. It's so draining to stay up. We've had so much bad food. We've had so much bad food.
I was making Nutella rolls last night.
Yeah,
do you know what I was doing? This is actually fun, right? I was getting 3 slices of bread and cutting the crusts off and then putting the Nutella on the middle part and rolling it up.
That sounds disgracefully
terrible. It was fucking awesome.
That sounds terrible.
And a little can of Coke, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine.
Oh, I had a Monster.
You
at 12
fucking
at night.
Animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be bad mood today as well. Yeah, so that was WrestleMania. The worst WrestleMania I've seen in a long time. I don't count.
Was it though, or just
I don't count
events?
The pandemic ones. Like night 1 last year was utter dog shit. But night 2 was really good last year. But then again, Sami Zayn was sat at home. He's one of your best. Kevin Owens is injured now. You know, take a few of them pieces off the table and you're not left with a whole lot.
No, you're left with a whole bunch of fiends.
Fein.
I got WrestleMob has been in response. Wow. Worryingly poor, he says. Fans and commentators alike criticising booking performances. It's just the story sucked and I wasted my time watching it.
Yeah, the build was crap, so I don't know why we expected anything different.
Go follow WrestleMobs as well. He does some really cool interviews. But do you want to see us doing review shows again? I don't want to watch this stuff anymore.
Yeah, I think we've done good review shows.
I booked tomorrow off in work.
Watch Raw.
Well, it wasn't necessarily to watch Raw. It's just I didn't know it was bank holiday on Monday, so I was like, all right, I'm booking the Monday off to watch WrestleMania. And I said, sure, fuck it.
I'll book the
Tuesday off as well. I might stay up and watch Raw.
I'm going to be in bed now tonight, 9 o'clock.
What do you feel that if you... I felt I would have gotten more time back by watching it this morning.
Yeah. And
fast forwarding through the nonsense.
Yeah.
I was like, because someone was like, out of 200 on night 1, 240 minutes, 100 minutes was wrestling.
There was no match on night 1.
Yeah.
That was longer than the wait time for the match to start.
Even the main event?
There was 38 minutes between the end of the second last match and the start of the main event. And the main event itself was 32 minutes.
We don't care that a rapper called Little Middle Isle, who is Michael Cole's guy, and an 18-time platinum record selling artist is in the crowd. We don't care. Why would people care? You know?
I like Metro Boomin. He was there.
I don't know who that is.
I don't care. It wasn't I've listened to, he's a producer, I've listened to a lot of his stuff.
Well, it's not even
I don't care that he's there.
It's not even Eminem is in the crowd or Brad Pitt is here. It's Dean Norris in the new Law and
Bud
Order.
Crawford there.
Gabriel Iglesias. Who's Bud Crawford?
Terence Crawford, the top like one of the best boxers in the world. Like an all timer.
Kobe Covington.
Oh, like he's
Dana
dog shit
White.
anyway.
Tony Hinchcliffe, who looked absolutely off his face.
Wired.
Thank fuck I'm sober.
Can we just finish? Like, that was crap and this is miserable. Like,
I don't like wrestling anymore. I've wasted so much time in my life. I have lots of figures now up for sale. I'm done.
Anyone want to buy a podcast?
Yeah, do you want to buy the YouTube channel? It's no longer the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. It's Wrestling Sucks Balls
Yeah.
because of Triple H.
Yeah. Fuck you, Triple H.
Or is it The Rock?
All like...
No, but the thing is, like...
If we could do a whole other podcast on
it's the hope that kills you.
The machinations of power in WWE there between those two. Like,
It's the fucking hope that kills you.
It is the hope that kills you.
Because you're like... Vinnie Mac is gone. That piece of fuck. It was Triple H. NXT was class, and he's going to make class. And
for a while.
it was great for up until fucking went to 2.0.
No, the last year or so pre 2.0 was crap as well.
Yeah, that was Karrion Kross, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Adam Cole repeating every storyline going.
Better than anything Adam Cole has done since.
Not the last year. It's been crap for a long time for Adam Cole. In my opinion.
I don't even know how to end it. You fucked me, man.
That was WrestleMania.
I'm so tired. That was WrestleMania. As I said, if you want us to do more review shows, let us know. If you want us to be more upbeat and like pretend we like stuff, well, fuck
I'm not
off.
going to pretend I like
I'm
something.
not. 5 marks. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy that Cody didn't win. You ruined wrestling. Oh, that's what he's meant to do. What will we talk about next? Triple H would be interesting.
I can't wait till WWE fans are forced to watch Triple H show booked by Conan.
Fuck by Triple H.
Oh, God.
Cena goes over. Cena's for the 18th title. He's going to become the Mega Champion because it's one of
Mega
the 4 big
Champion.
world titles now.
Technically, yeah.
Fuck WrestleMania.
Fuck WrestleMania.
Fuck Royal Rumble.
That's where it all went wrong.
Fucking Jey Uso and John. This has been the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. Like, subscribe, comment below. If you don't agree with us, fucking say it. Don't be little bitches and dow voting us. Fucking say it under the comments.
Tell
where
us.
I'll reply or he'll reply as Nash matters.
And then he'll delete my reply because I was too mean.
You can't be calling people brain dead. We gave out about Jim Cornette saying that about Shibata.
Yeah, but Shibata's actually brain dead.
See, cut this out. Thanks very much for listening. This has been the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. Ush.